Now we'd like to take another question from a caller. Lee in Eugene, you are on the air with your question.
My question is that if potential gun owners are subjected to a check through the National Instant Crime System, and admittedly, I think you stated that it's caught some 2.5 million people that shouldn't be gun owners, why should there be additional gun background checks? And also, do you think that gun criminals would subject themselves to these additional checks?
Yeah, I mean, the reason why there need to be additional background checks is because right now an estimated 40% of gun sales that happen in this country aren't covered by background checks. So the way it works is background checks are only carried out by federally licensed firearm dealers. In Oregon, it's a little bit better than that because they're also carried out at gun shows because of the Citizens Initiative that passed there. The problem is that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of sales that happen every day in our country on places like armslist.com that sell guns without background checks. So, yes, that law has been tremendously effective. It just doesn't apply to all sales, and this is an effort to make sure that background checks apply to all commercial gun sales, so there isn't, kind of the equivalent of an airport scenario where some people have to go through the metal detector and others don't, and those people get to self-select. So if you're a criminal and who can't pass a background check and you want to buy a gun, right now you can go onto armslist.com and do it without a background check in Oregon. And with the passage of this law, you wouldn't be able to do that. I don't think anybody would ever claim that any law would keep every gun out of the hands of every criminal. But we can see by the success of the Brady law that background checks are certainly very effective in doing that, and by closing the massive loopholes that exist in our background check system, we can do an even better job to that end and, see the same result in Oregon as we've seen in other states in terms of the improvement and benefit to public safety.
Great. Thanks, Dan.